Chismosas, after all this speculation that happened once J-Lo and Ben Affleck decided to get a divorce, Ben has finally come out to talk about the situation, and I'm kind of shocked that he decided to go public with this information, but let's get into it, shall we? Now, here's the tea. I don't think Ben Affleck originally wanted to do any of these interviews, but of course he is promoting his new movie that's about to come out called The Accountant 2. So obviously, while they were interviewing him, they had to bring up J-Lo, and of course, it seemed like he was a little frustrated, but he answered. This is what he had to say. There's no scandal, no soap opera, no intrigue. The truth is, when you talk to somebody, hey, what happened? Well, there is no, this is what happened, he added. It's just a story about people trying to figure out their lives and relationships in a way that we all sort of normally do. And as you get older, this is true for me, and I assume it's true for most people. There is no so-and-so did this, or this was the big event. It sounds more like a couples therapy session, which you would tune out of someone else's couples therapy after a while. For one thing, you start going, okay, clearly this person has got these issues. Clearly they have these issues. And the reason I don't want to share that is just sort of embarrassing. It feels vulnerable. And of course, it didn't end there because they asked about the greatest love story never told, that documentary that Jennifer Lopez put out, where a lot of people were assuming that this was one of the reasons that Ben Affleck decided to break up with J-Lo, because she put out a lot of their personal information out there. He denied that this had anything to do with their separation, and he kind of gave like a roundabout answer as to why he decided to do it, even though he is very private. And he said part of it was, okay, if I'm going to participate in this, I want to try to do it in an honest way and in a way that I think is interesting. Before, I thought it was an interesting examination. And then he goes on to say, you know, like I mentioned before, there's some people that really can deal with the celebrity of it, and he says Jennifer is among them, but that he is really not that type of person. So how do you reconcile that? But ultimately, he ends it by saying that had nothing to do with the separation, and that sometimes, you know, things just happen and it's not one big event. And he also made it very clear to the interviewer that if they were gonna publish this, that he wanted to make sure that everybody knows that he has a lot of love and respect for Jennifer no matter what. Now, that's definitely interesting hearing all of this coming from him, because there was a lot surrounding this breakup. There were a lot of rumors. There were a lot of he said, she said. And ultimately, it seems like he's trying to put the information out there that his breakup was pretty boring and it wasn't really everything everybody was making it out to be. But of course, that's his take on it, and I'm very curious to know what you guys think about what he said about Jennifer and how he went about it, because I really feel like he said a lot without really saying too much, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.